Students, let us discuss about the development of industries in different countries of Europe. First, we are going to discuss about Belgium. In Belgium, the industrialization had begun in 1830, and by 1870, Belgium had become the most industrialized nation of the world, not only of Europe but of the world. Now, next we will proceed to France. France, after Napoleon, actually the industrialization had begun. Though Napoleon himself had started a little bit of industrialization, he had established the Bank of France, which had started giving the loans to the entrepreneurs or the industrialists uh, in liberal terms, so that they could establish their factories and all. Uh, Napoleon had also implemented some rules and regulations for the easy establishment of the industries. But it was after his downfall, or rather after the February Revolution, sorry, July Revolution in 1830, the industrialization in France had begun. And industrialization in France was quite different to that of industrialization in England. In England, industries were set up mostly by the capitalists, the people who had a group of people who had a lot of wealth in their hands, and they wanted to increase the wealth by investing them in the factories. And in France, however, the industrialization was the process uh, that was encouraged by the French government. The government had taken the initiatives, and it had given encouragement to the industrialists to set up the industries and develop the industry. So growth and development of industries in France was due to the government efforts. Next, we are moving to Russia. In Russia, more industrialization had occurred during the rule of Tsar Alexander II. Alexander II, after he had introduced the Emancipation Statute and liberated the serfs from their bondage, then he had paid attention towards the industrialization of the country, and he had encouraged the private entrepreneurs or the industrialists to set up the industries. But the main feature of the Russian industry was that the industries mostly in Russia, they were set up with the help of the foreign capital. That means the foreigners had invested in the Russian industries. The money that was invested in the Russian industry, that came from the foreign countries. Now, in Germany, we know that Germany was separated into several small kingdoms. So industrialization in Germany had not occurred until and unless it was unified. A unification was completed for Germany in 1870. After that, the German industries had started to grow and develop. So, the industrialization, we come across different features, like during the industrial revolution or industrial development, one of the features was the development of several new techniques, the technologies. Now these new technologies have helped the industrialists to improve the mode of production. We will see that many new technologies had been invented during this time, like the steam power by James Watt, and how to use that steam power that was developed by George Stephenson, who was the main force behind the invention of locomotive. So steam engine, steam power, locomotive, these are all helpful in the complete change in the mode of production. So in the cotton industries, we will see the spinning, use of spinning jennies, then flying shuttle, etc. These were the new equipments, the tools that were invented for the more benefit of for the production of cotton textile. So in England, all these had occurred mostly in England, and the iron and steel industry had also developed due to the development in the modern furnaces, and the buildings, previously the buildings were mostly built with the help of wood, which was uh, quite dangerous because wood is very prone to catch fire. So very quickly the houses or the buildings could be destroyed if there was an incident of fire. But wood was gradually replaced by stones. So these were the changes in the building industry, the change from the use of wood to use of stone. So this was the process of industrialization in all over Europe. Now we come across a few terms that are purely associated with the Industrial Revolution. The first one is ghetto. Ghetto, what was a ghetto? Ghetto was like a present day slum, basti. So it was due to the industrialization, the factories were set up, many factories were set up, and the workers, they used to come from the villages or faraway places to work in the factories and earn their living. So they did not have any place to live in, so they used to build temporary shelters in and around the factories, and gradually they were developed into a slum like area with a very poor sanitization. The houses were very clumsy. There was very poor sanitization. The living condition was very poor, and many a times many kinds of diseases used to break up in these areas. So ghetto was a slum-like area, grew around the factories during the Industrial Revolution, where the people of poor income group used to live in a very poor living conditions. So this is a very important topic, ghetto. This comes as a short note. You'll have to prepare it as a short note. Another important term from this part is factory system. Now, what was this factory system? Now, we all know that Industrial Revolution had changed the mode of production. Previously, everything was handmade. Now, everything was made with the help of machines. So, factory system developed during the Industrial Revolution where a large number of skilled laborers used to work under a single shelter and produce a huge quantity of goods. So that was the factory system with the help of machines. That was the factory system. So ghetto and factory system both come as 2 marks questions. So accordingly you will have to prepare the prepare the answer for these questions. Now, with the this factory system had helped in the development of the concept of division of labor. That means since the work was done skill by skills of the person. If a person was good in sewing, then he was given that particular work. If the person was good in carrying load, that person was given that particular work. So the division of labor according to the skill of the individuals that occurred due to the factory system. So next we will move on to the colonial expansion due to the Industrial Revolution. Uh, Here we are going to end for the Industrial Revolution. A few topics are still remaining. We will discuss them in the next class.